All right, artwork 2024. This piece of artwork was actually not completed in 2024. It was completed in 2021, but it was finally delivered to the owner. It was a mission to get it over there, and as you can see there in the time-lapse video in the corner, took a couple hours, weighs about 250 pounds. It's a solid piece of Thasos white marble. Here it is right here when I found it. Sourced from the island of Thasos in Greece. And it's the whitest marble that exists. These are just some photos of me working on it and my stages of who I was while I was working on it. Thrown some heel flips in between. Took an entire year to finish. So super happy about how it came out. And I believe the client is also very happy. You may recognize the house right there and the person in the photo if you are on social media and if you're into golf. Anyway, here's another Thasos white piece for that same client. My voice is cracked and I'm 41, about to be 42. And this is Bryson DeChambeau's 58 scorecard, and he'll be throwing that in his trophy room. A painting I did for my friend for her birthday of downtown Dallas, and a watercolor of Mickey Mouse from my Land of Misfit Toys series, unfinished. An AI chicken bird Millie bird, if you know, you know, don't schmilla. Just I don't know, you call it an experiment on the iPad. And then this is part of a series I did in El Salvador. So the next few, that one, this one. El Salvador is a crazy place. Very peaceful, everyone's very kind, but you know, they're on their way up, which is great. Also, if you're into Bitcoin, they use a lot of Bitcoin. And this is a collaborative piece that my friend Miller and I did. And these next couple I did just while on a plane. I do a lot of drawings on my iPad on a plane. Windermere, one of my favorite names of a street that was near my house when I was growing up as a kid. This is my friend Miller's drawing that I just turned into a digital drawing. I think he ended up getting it tattooed, similar. And this is another drawing I did on a plane on the way back from a trip. It's a collaborative piece that my friend Hogan and I did together. Obviously it symbolizes Jesus and Christ and God in a certain sense, right? And this next one was another version of it. And actually I had done this drawing before the election. So I'd made the whole United States just completely red because I was inspired by the fire of Jesus. And then, you know, lo and behold, Donald Trump gets elected and that image of the United States essentially fully red with Republican votes appears. So that's pretty cool. And there's another version here just with shadows and stuff. And this is just a drawing of a girl that was in my head. Not a person that I know, just a random girl. And sometimes I just draw people that pop into your head and just let the pen go to work. And this is a drawing of that my team and I did on the way back from a trip. And if you know who you are, you know who you are in the image. And this next one is just a drawing of a bunch of my friends that live here in Dallas. This one was just like an album cover idea that I had. Again, just mess around with Photoshop and Procreate. So many cool brushes and stuff. One thing I do want to work on is like creating my own brushes in Procreate. This is a drawing of a memory. And this is just a drawing of just an idea of the end of life, I guess you could call that. A drawing inspired by the Holy Spirit. And this is my really good friend and old friend, Andrew Atkins. And I really loved that photo that he sent me of himself, so just decided to draw it on my iPad, have fun with it. Good kid. This is a drawing inspired by one of my neighbors in my building named Caroline. The drawing is not a drawing of the girl Caroline in my building. It is actually the drawing of a girl that I went to, I think it was first grade. And her name was Caroline, and she had this like orange bowl cut haircut. I feel like she was like one of the first girls I ever kind of had a crush on, so I did a drawing of her. And this is just a drawing / painting on a piece of limestone that I did for my friend Isabella. She's a great artist as well, and I did it as a Christmas gift, so would be considered the last piece of artwork I did for the year. That's pretty much it. That wraps it up. Thanks for watching, you guys. See you next year.